everyone, welcome back to yet another Star Stable video, besties. I did take a little break for Christmas, but now I am back, bestie. I am back, yes. Anyways, today we have super exciting stuff. So recently, Stacy Place, which is an employee who works at Star Stable basically, had an interview on a channel, and I went through. It was like a 45-minute interview. It was pretty long, but I went through and took out the pieces and parts that I thought would be interesting that we don't have in game yet and would be considered like official spoilers. Star Stable is thinking about doing that and will be in game soon, so let's go. All right, so first off, at the beginning they did say something about adding like fly bonnets and ear bonnets and blankets, anything like that, but I didn't get this clip. I don't know why, but I'm just thinking of it now and I wanted to mention it since it is exciting. But they want to add, you know, on your horse C sheets, the character sheets, when you press C, the character sheet comes up. That's why I call it the C sheet. But basically there aren't enough like places to put an ear bonnet or even places to put like a blanket or anything additional like that, so they are working on that. They said first though they need to add more inventory spaces, then add more areas in the C sheet, and then finally they can start working towards adding different tack, different like things that your horse can wear and different things like that. So that is super exciting, but they did say that first they'd be focusing on inventory spaces, so we have to wait for that first, and then more inventory spaces in our cheat, and then after that we can see some new pieces of tack and items for horses finally. So that is pretty exciting. Next, this is with the clips, but next it says they are going to add calling your horse and your horse following you. So let me play the clip.
Horse or having your horse follow you. Those are things we've always wanted to do, but you know, it always comes down to capacity and priority. And
as you can see, it is talked about that they wanted to add calling your horse or having your horse follow you for a very long while, and that is super exciting because I don't know, I just think it'd be fun, especially when questing or even role playing. Really, it's just really helpful to have that option that your horse is going to follow you. And I've always thought about it when I joined Star Stable, like, why can't we get this? But yes, they are thinking of adding it, and that is super exciting. Next, this is the huge one that they're thinking of adding, but they are adding horse levels, horse progression, horse features, horse personality, and horse prestige. So basically, as you level up, you unlock things with your horse. This was spoken about in an article before, but basically you'd unlock their special ability at like level 15 or something, you know, and maybe like your horse will you could call your horse at level 2. You know, they add things at different areas there, and they did say they were going to add leading your horse as one of those features, although if you already bought it, you'd have it. Let's play the clip.
So the next piece that we're going to be getting is horse progression, and that's how you're leveling with your horse and how you unlock those features. And then going forward, we want to look at personalities for the horses, and then ideally a prestige system as well. So those would be next steps.
Especially horse personality, I am super excited for it. It sounds like you could choose it. They also did talk about one of the options being lazy, where, you know, when you had to spam W or the up arrow to continue going because your horse would like falter. If your horse is lazy, you could get that back, bestie. They did mention that, and you can choose the person. I'm not sure if you could choose the personality or not, but I just know that lazy horses will get that back if you are missing spamming, and that's just super exciting. I don't know, apparently there will be like bad personality traits but also have good personality traits, and they did talk about like I wouldn't want my horse to have bad personality traits. That's what they said in it. So I'm thinking you do get to choose what personality your horse will have in the future, and I mean, that would be so exciting and super fun. I feel like it would add a different level to the game where you actually like bond with your horse more instead of just like buying it, training it, you know, all that. And also there will be a prestige system now, and also more features surrounding training as a whole, if you know. And yeah, that's basically what they said. Next, they mentioned adding on passive XP gain. If you don't know what this is, basically like if you're riding your horse or something, you would start to gain XP passively. Like you're not actively doing anything, but you might get XP for like riding a happy horse, or even if your horse is maybe sad, you'd get it. I'm not too sure how it works, but I feel like if your horse was happy, or if they had that option there, then with passive XP gain, you'd get XP for like just spending time with your horse, basically, if that makes sense, instead of just having to train for that XP. Pretty sure it's horse XP. It might also be character XP, but if you're like, instead of training, you could just ride around, maybe do championships, you know, just spend time with your horse, and your horse would start leveling up instead of just having to train all the time. Although, of course, that would be helpful. Oh, here's the clip. Forgot about that.
Different ways. There's passive XP gain. There's
I love passive XP.
so that you get XP not just through racing, you know, so you
That's
can get
so
it
much fun.
in a lot of different ways.
Next, we have horse great time XP. That's what I wrote down, but basically they are thinking of adding pop-ups now where your horse can give you XP if it's having a great time in Star Stable. So I'm guessing if your horse is happy and you're like training or riding it, just having a good time, then you would get a pop-up on your screen talking about how your horse is having a great time and you gained a little bit of XP for it. So that is super exciting as well. Here's the clip, and yeah.
Your horse is having a great time. You've earned XP or so, like, I think they've made it a bit more holistic as well. So yeah.
That was basically all the main points they mentioned in the interview that I heard. A lot of it was also talking about the beta characters, but as we know, there is going to be a second beta testing, and it's not going to be, I mean, it's not going to pass the 2024 line. It's going to be released in 2023. That's basically all they mentioned about it, but I thought that was helpful in case you're wondering about when the new characters will be released or anything like that. They are still working out. They talked about working out the clothing and fixing like how it fits on the characters personally. So yeah, that is what they're working on currently, and there will be another beta test soon. Stay tuned for that, and as always, I hope you have a great day, bestie. Bye bye. Let me know what you think of this in the comments down below, but it is all confirmed. This was all 100% confirmed by Star Stable, so it's not really a spoiler, but it's more like what you can look forward to. So I guess it's a spoiler, but it's a spoiler from Star Stable, so it's official and will 100% be coming to game, hopefully. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and as always, I hope you have a great day. Bye bye.